Alright, hi guys, hope you can hear what I'm saying right now. Of course, one of the reasons is being that I'm not really feeling that well and I have some sort of like sore throat, and the microphone itself is not really of the good quality. But anyway, I would like to just show you this video, a simple tutorial video on how to model a phone. Okay, we are not going to touch on modeling on a character yet, but you all still need to understand the basic terms of mirroring and identifying some of the features of the item itself that you're about to model. Okay, so let's just say, for example, if you want to model a specific item, you need to find the necessary references like I have over here. I'm just using a some sort of like an old phone. This is an iPhone 4. As you can see, we need to analyze how the shape looks like and also to use the appropriate polygon primitive to construct the body itself, as you can see. Now, some of you might perceive that you can do this. You can actually start the model using some sort of like a cube, but upon closer inspection, right, of the model itself, it is best to see whether is it fully squared or not. It's not really that square, by the way, because it had some sort of like a smooth edge on 4 of the edges of the phone, especially here, 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 and here. Therefore, practically, I would just choose a cylinder to go and construct this guy itself. Right? For example, okay, over here, this will be the model. Let me just open up a new file here. Right? And I just pray that the laptop doesn't crash. Alright, so first thing first, there is a way to actually bring in your blueprint into Maya. Okay, the images I will upload in the LMS so that you can access them. Now we just have to look what kind of image we have. We have front, basically this is the front, perspective, and top. Alright, I don't have a side view. Normally they have a side view reference, but I don't have it right now because I felt that it's sufficient for me to work with the top view itself. Right? So in Maya, how do we actually bring this into here? How do we do so? It says here top, therefore the right camera for this image itself is the top view. Okay, and how do we exactly bring that particular image into here? Okay, it's either I can go here to view camera settings, not camera settings, attribute editor, or have to do a little digging here and there, or you can go to image plane. But to be simple and much more effective in time management itself, I just press on this button. This is where we import our image plane. Click on it and let me locate the file itself. Okay, this might take a bit some time. Phone images, front. Okay, sorry, top. There you go. So you have the image on screen that serves some sort of like a reference. If you want to resize the size, at least it gives you some sort of like an accurate size of the item that you want to model. And sometimes if you felt that if the size of the image is like a little bit too small, let's just resize it a little bit. I can either resize it here or I can just resize under here. But over here, as you can see, the ratio, the 1-to-1 ratio is not really connected. So therefore, I just select this two, and still not really that practical. Never mind, I'll just use the common scale itself. It will do. Okay, right. As you notice, the image itself exists on the top, but it exists on 4 other views as well. This can somehow serve as a nuisance. For example, if I don't want to see this image in perspective view, but I only want to see that image on top view itself. So few ways to actually fix this is to select the image itself, and then you press Ctrl A to open up your attribute editor, and if you can see this option display looking through camera, I just select this and that image will be displayed only at the top. Now this purpose can be the same when you import any images on the front and side. You just have to select the particular camera itself, the specific camera, and then you just need to go to these settings and then looking through camera. Alright, now let's begin. Now, as I mentioned before, most of you might think this you can actually use a cube. A cube can be done actually. You can actually use a cube to construct the body. However, it might take a little bit more time to go and develop the edges itself. So my solution, right, one of my simplest solution for this kind of approach would be I will use a cylinder instead. Let's place it at the same location as one of the as you know, either left, right, top or bottom angle. Okay, let me just increase the subdivision to like 40 so that it's kind of like smooth in the end for all these edges. And of course, this is like a piece of a pie, you know, you just cut from the edges to give you some sort of like a, you know, a piece of pie. All right, and just let me just resize it. Okay, at least we have one corner, and you are not going to do like the same method for all four corners over here. So what I would like to do is basically I would extrude one edge to the center at the top, and then bring another set of faces to the middle point here. Right. So let me just go back to perspective. Okay, edge. Select one point, select the edges, and then of course I'll press extrude, and don't forget to click on the world or you know object orientation and so on. Oops. Okay. And then I'll just pull. If you hold down X to actually snap onto the grid. Okay, and then now to go and extrude the bottom part itself. Make sure you select the edges. You don't select the inner edges. You just select the outer edges for the extrusion. Okay, let me go to top view again. Extrude. Make sure, as you can see here, if you extrude the other way around, the extrusion will produce. You will produce an extrusion somewhere around this area. So therefore, it's best to click on the the world and object axis selector, something like that. All right. There you go. So at least we have one part of the pie itself, at least one part of it. Okay. Now I find this a little bit too thick. Let's just size. If you want the size of the phone to be consistent, oops, to be consistent with the image itself, if you are not confident with the height, oh goodness, if you're not confident with the height itself, you can actually bring in the front image. Okay, you can actually bring this image into Maya. Alright, so how do we actually get the other three sides here? How do we get the other three sides? It's pretty simple. Basically, I just need to mirror, I just need to do two mirror. Alright, it's either I mirror to the right or I mirror to the bottom. So I just click on the mirror tool, double click. So okay, I need to mirror at the positive X, merge with original, merge vertices, so that is basically one item. Apply, and then now I want to mirror to the bottom. Therefore, according to my axis is positive sec. Apply. There you go. At least now we have some sort of like the core base, some sort of like the core shape of the phone. And if you want to adjust according to the image that you have right now, you just select vertices or faces or edges and then just move them according to your reference image. Okay. Now, as I mentioned before in the previous class, if an item is straight, right, for example, this area itself, might as well best that I get rid of it. Okay, because these are basically, in my own term, these are the unnecessary vertices that doesn't serve any purpose at all. Right? So let me just get rid of it. Okay, cool. Now the next step would be to somehow make this kind of protrusion of the phone itself. I'm not going to create the screen. I just want to create some sort of like a protrusion at the top part here. Therefore, I will go to my front view, under faces, select the faces and deselect the bottom part. Hold down shift and deselect the bottom part so that only the top part will be selected. Alright, hit extrude and let's resize. If you're not sure about the resizing part, if it is not accurate, you have the picture to tell you. So we just extrude, right? We just resize according to the black spot, okay, as what the image has shown. Right? So let's just say somewhere around this size, with the faces still selected. I just hit extrusion again, and I'll just pull it up. Okay, once again, if you are unsure of the height, you can actually bring the front image into the front view. Okay, maybe somewhere around. It's not really that big, but somewhere around here. All right. Now how about the other part, the bottom part? Okay, I actually made a mistake here. As you can see, this is the unnecessary edges. So let me just get rid of them, and let me double check everything here. If let's say you get rid of these edges, it is best to clean your model from all this foreign. Clean your model, get rid all these foreign edges or vertices. You have to keep your model as clean as possible when whatever model that you created, like characters or props and so on. Okay, now if you want to get the bottom part of the phone itself, it is not advisable to do the same process as what I did, which is scale and then extrude, because both of the size, right, of the top and bottom are the same basically. So I just need to cut this one as a half pi and then mirror geometry. So let me go to my object mode. I will show you, basically I can use these two, and then when I hold down control, I can cut half, and then I will delete the bottom part here, delete, and let me just adjust the vertices so that it's snapping onto the middle grid. Okay, you have to ensure that your image is also at the center grid in your workspace. Now, just now earlier on we use mirror, right? We mirror to the right hand side and we mirror to the bottom part, and now this is mirror to the under, okay, the y axis. Therefore, minus y, apply. And of course, if you want to get rid of these unnecessary edges, might as well do so. And don't forget to delete the vertices. Okay, we're almost done here, right? Now, for the screen, I know this is actually a smartphone with some sort of like a flat screen and so on. But just for fun, I'm just going to create some sort of like not protrusion, some sort of like a, just a screen that's protruding inside. Alright. So let me just select my extrude size, make sure that it's the same as the reference itself. So we have some sort of like a screen. Let me just protrude it inside. There you go. Alright. A little bit only. I know the phone itself, right? I know the phone itself is not really protruding inside. It's flat in nature. Okay. And now for the some sort like the home button. Though I do not recommend Boolean, but never mind. For this practice, we'll just use Boolean. Though I don't recommend Boolean, it is best that there are two ways to actually create the button. It's either you model the button itself, or you just use texture. So let's say I put 40 by 40. And then you have to remember to resize, make it a bit flat. Okay, I'm running out of time here because Screencast-O-Matic allows me 15 minutes. Okay, select the main model, select the button, and of course you will use Boolean difference. And there you go. Okay, for those common buttons, right, let's say for the volume button and the silence button and power button, basically I would just use a cylinder for both of the volume button, and also a cylinder to cut. I use a cylinder, cut it into half, extrude the same way like extrude the body, and mirror to the other side, because it's not really a cylinder. The button is, the corner there is a little bit cylinder, and then there's one straight body and so on. You attach here and here. Okay, I do hope this helps you. At least with my demonstrator, it helps you to understand some of the tools that I use. So I wish you all the best and have fun. All right, good day.